Collation ongoing there in Taraba State at the INEC State Coalition Office there in Jalingo, the Taraba State capital. The local government official of INEC for one of the local government there announcing results from that local government. Now, let's turn attention to Bauchi State, where we have the incumbent governor who has now been re-elected for a second term in office, and that is Bala Mohammed. Mr. Governor, thank you for joining us on Decision 2023, and congratulations on your re-election for a second term in office. How do you feel about this victory?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dee, for the opportunity. I feel highly delighted. And of course, it is a very exhilarating moment for me.
A keenly contested election. I can hear you, Mr. Governor, if you can hear me also.
Hello?
Stop.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, so this was indeed a keen contest. What is the word you have for your co-contenders in the poll?
Well, to me, politics is a matter of give and take. It's a contest for leadership.
Right, we're speaking with the incumbent governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, who has now been re-elected for a second term in office. We'll continue the conversation with him shortly. All right, Mr. Governor, kindly carry on from where we stopped earlier.
Yes, as I was saying, well, what I would say for this moment is that elections are conducted and are over. Winners have emerged, and I happen to be one of them. To me, it is a democracy. It's a choice of the electorate, and I will expect those with whom we contested this to take this thing in good faith. To me, we have contested, and of course, during the time, it was, as I said during my acceptance speech, there could have been a lot of bad blood and what have you. But certainly, I was very careful to avoid hate speech, violence, or what have you. So I have thrown the olive leaf to my contestants to say that governance is collectivism and, of course, collective responsibility. If we want to lead Bauchi, we should come and work together. We should all bring our agenda together so that we'll be able to take Bauchi to the next level by making sure that we collaborate, we interact, we share ideas, and then the next election cycle, we can go back to the field again. But certainly, I thank them, I thank everybody, because without them, I wouldn't have contested. It wouldn't have been a contest.
Well, the governorship candidate of the APC in this contest, Sadiq Abubakar, has actually cast doubt on the conduct of the election, on the results from the election. What do you have to say about that?
Conduct of the election has been very, very acceptable. It has been very peaceful. I have never seen where the electoral empire had done so well in making sure that the logistics were correct. Voting materials, electoral materials came to the polling units early enough, and the security agencies did very well. And I thought we should be sending kudos to the electoral empire and the security agencies, because there had not been any incident of violence or killing anywhere. And of course, even the expected high-level contact that would have ensued between me and the air marshal was not as much as what people thought, because people were given level playing field. There was no incidents, and as I said before the declaration of the results, I was ready to accept any outcome, because to me, the process was very, very transparent and very democratic.
Well, the people of Bauchi have now given you the mandate for another 4 years. in office. What do you intend to do differently this time to bring the dividends of democracy to them?
Yes, we didn't come in the first place in 2019 blindfolded. We came after having our own baseline studies in all the sectors of the economy by making sure that we knew where we were in education, in health, in agriculture, in infrastructure and services, and how we would take this to higher level, all those sectors to the higher level. And the people of Bauchi have definitely, by giving me the mandate, appreciated what we have done in terms of delivery of dividend of democracy. We will continue from where we left off, because we have not even left as we are contesting, to continue and finish the project that we are already having on the ground and come up with new ones. And we want to bring good governance, inclusivity, and then safety of lives and property, respect, mutual respect for each other, and to lessen acrimony, hate, and what have you. Because Bauchi is one of the largest states with a lot of opportunities. We are just going into the oil and gas era in Bauchi or in Nigeria, and we want to leverage on it so that we can provide the human capital that is required to exploit those potentials. And of course, in agriculture, we want to be taken as one of the best agrarian states in the areas of rice production. So we are working, and we have started working with the CBN, and we want to take it to the level where we will mop up our youth that are going about the streets, because the employment sector is not doing very well, and we have to look at areas where we need or we require minimal skill for us to be productive and to produce wealth and, of course, improve the quality of life. We want to continue with our streak of prosperity in Bauchi, and we want to open up Bauchi to the national and global community so that they can come and take investment here and there, because our ease of doing business is going to be such that Bauchi will be open for business for everybody. Of course, we have one of the highest, most enlightened elites in Bauchi, and we want to make sure we address them, especially their retirement periods and so on and so forth. So we have started on this prosperity journey, and we want to take it to a conclusive stage where Bauchi will be economically sound and almost independent of the excruciating federation account tradition of taking money at the center. Our IGR, we want to raise it from where we are now, 1.2 billion to 3, 4, 5 billion a month, and we want to reduce the waste in terms of overheads so that most of it will be in capital. We want to create a new orientation and a new vision in such a manner that we will leave behind a very vibrant bureaucracy and, of course, vision and mission in such a manner that they are going to be achievable, tangible, and measurable.
And what is your message to your supporters and members of the opposition at this time, even as you go ahead to move Bauchi forward?
As I said earlier to my supporters, I'm very, very grateful to my party, to our stakeholders, the clergymen, the ulamas, and of course the traditional rulers, and the greater citizens of Bauchi for having faith in me. And even those I contested with, without them I wouldn't have contested. I wouldn't have contestants. So I have offered them a collective governance so that we can come and do this together, because governance is collective responsibility, and the time for electioneering and campaign and polemics and semantics are over. We should come to the nitty-gritty. If what we wanted in governance is to be able to contribute our quota to the growth and development of the state, they should come and join me so that we can do it together. Even if they don't join me by leaving their parties, they should be able to give me constructive criticism, not lies, fabrications, that there is this and that. It will not take us anywhere. So I'm offering them the opportunity to come on board so that collectively we'll take Bauchi to the next level.
Mr. Governor, we have a new president, Bala Mohammed, and he's of a different political party from yours. How do you intend to work together?
I have always gotten the secret of working with the federal government because I'm a federalist. I know the importance of partnership with the federal government, having worked from level 8 to level 17 at the federal level, and became a senator and a minister. So I know the importance of working with the federal government. As a subnational, we must establish partnership away from politics and partisan consideration. I have accessed a lot of interventions from the federal government, the international community, and all these are away from politics and differences of opinion in terms of politicking. So we are going to cooperate with the federal government to make sure that we provide services to the people. We are all connected by the people, by the electorate. The same people that voted for me voted for Bala Tinubu and tried to vote for Air Marshal. And if Marshal did not succeed, it was just because I was lucky. I have outnumbered him in terms of popularity and votes. But certainly, even those who did not vote for me, I have responsibility over their welfare, their own vision, to make sure that I make them come to my side and to come to the side of general public and general good.
Executive Governor of Bauchi State and the winner of the just concluded governorship election, Bala Mohammed, thank you very much for talking to us on TVC News. We hope to see you more on TVC News, and we wish you the very best in the days ahead.
Thank you.